All right, here are 3 practices that you can use to build your self esteem. But first, by definition, we need to remember that self esteem is one's perspective and understanding of themselves, accomplishments, and achievements, and set aside for the perspective of being received by others. Meaning, it's important to have healthy self esteem. However, the desire and need for others to see and acknowledge that is self esteem. That's the distinction. And given that that's the distinction, it will always be open to the outward views, acceptance, rejection, criticism, etc. And it's a part of what we have to do. So I want to give you 3 ways that you can build your self esteem and also help you protect it. All right, the first one is affirmative practices. I need you to integrate daily affirmations and begin to celebrate yourself by having positive talk. Now, I know for some of you, you've never heard positive talk. You've heard about the law of attraction. It doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does make sense. I want to strip all that aside and I just want you to start monitoring your thoughts and start a daily affirmation. It can be 5 things, it can be 10 things, and it needs to be something more than I love you. Well, who are you? What do you want? Start putting those things into practice. For example, I used to say, I have the body of the Under Armour man. Now, I don't have the body of the Under Armour man, and I need to get back to saying that daily. Let me tell you why. It wasn't because, well, first of all, the Under Armour man that I saw was in downtown Chicago, and it was this giant 10-foot statue, and there's no way I'm going to be that person. And then the realistic version was probably 6'6" and 290. I'm never going to be 6'6", 290. But what it did was it created a vision in my head. And that vision in my head made me say, I need to get to the gym. And the more I said it, the more I need to get to the gym. The more I said it, and if I didn't go to the gym, I'm thinking about the gym because that's who I am. I need to get to the gym. Can you see how creating that positive script for myself reinforced positive activity? That's what I'm talking about. Create a positive asset trait or list of things that you want to believe about you, that you want to stimulate. They might not be true today. They might not be. But if they're aspirations and you're putting the work in, they will become true. So it's imperative that you start with your mouth first. Start cultivating who you say you want to be on this planet. The world needs you. The world wants you. We got to have you. So start by doing the inward work first and letting yourself hear it. Letting yourself hear it. That becomes the next major thing. The second thing I want you to do is start celebrating every achievement you've ever had and that comes in the future. Well, what do you mean by that, Marquise? The past is the past. Well, yes, it's true that the past is the past. But every now and then you need to look in the past and remind yourself who the hell you are. Huh? Because sometimes the past is a reflection of what we're capable of. When you're down in the moment and you are feeling lost, that's a great time to go in the past and remind yourself, no. You see, I did this. I did that. I ran a 50-mile ultra marathon, 100% raw, barefoot technique. I ran a Chicago Marathon for a training run as my best time. I ran, whatever it is for you that's going to strengthen your self-esteem, you do that. You remind it, you celebrate that. And then as you move forward, if all you did today was you made it to the gym on time and you gave it 100%, let's go. Acknowledge that. If you made it to work on time or you didn't yell at somebody during the traffic, during the write-in for traffic, rush hour. If you had 2 apples today instead of 1 and you drank your water, as you begin to celebrate the small victories in your life and you never stop celebrating them, you always acknowledge them, that just reaffirms better behavior. That reaffirms take that next step. Oh, I've been eating apples every day now. I think I can have a salad. And what you don't even realize is that your positive affirmations combined with celebrating the small achievements actually combine with the nutritional direction, the blessing you've placed on your food. You've been speaking over yourself. Your body's going to want more of the good. And before long, you'll be losing weight. And you'll be like, oh my God, I'm losing weight. And do you see how that continues? So cultivating a conversation of celebration around your life becomes super, super important. You've got to do it. No one else is going to do it. So why not you? I often tell people when I'm training after they've gone through a difficult session where they were exposed and they felt a little bit vulnerable, when that session's complete, I'll say, okay, take your right hand, wave it like you really do care, and put it over your left shoulder and pat yourself on the back. Now, why would I do that? When was the last time you were patted on the back? Probably elementary school, huh? Yeah, that's exactly why I do that, because you're deserving of it. So celebrate every personal achievement. And then the third thing I want you to do is surround yourself with positivity. Build a support system with people who think positive, who are up to good things. I don't mean workaholics. That's not the same thing. But people who uplift others, people who have positive self-images. Start finding ways, here's the secret, to serve them. Just call them and say, hey, listen, I don't know what you're up to today. How can I add value to your life? That phrase, how can I add value? People don't hear too often. And be relentless. I just want to know, how can I add value? Is it okay if I come by and hang out with you for a couple hours? I don't need anything. I just want to be around you. Hey, you need somebody to go on that drive with you? See, I know some of you feel busy, but if you really slow down and look at it, some of the busyness is just that busyness. It's not actually getting anything accomplished. So if you would avail yourself to people who are positive, you increase the likelihood of shifting yourself and your self-esteem. Another way that you can create or cultivate being around positive people is join one of these Facebook groups. Join some of these positive Instagram posts and then comment. Like some people's posts. Yeah, involve yourself. Reply to one or two. Not the negative stuff. It's not worth your time. I promise you it's not worth your time. Comment on the positive stuff. See, you've heard everyone say TikTok is bad and this other stuff. And no, social media, fortunately, the algorithms adjust to what you find yourself looking at more and more regularly. So start typing in positive, type in hashtag positive, type in hashtag inspiration, type in the Monday moment. I'm always delivering that. Type in motivation and then search and see what comes up and start liking those things. What you're going to find is your environment will acclimate to what you're cultivating. And before long, oh yeah, life's still going to happen, but you'll see more positive things happening. Before long, you'll start to see the good in life. What? Before long, you might even turn off the television and choose to read your news when you need news. Before long, you might start actually speaking and inspiring somebody else. But all this comes with practice. All this comes with exposing yourself. These three things that you can do, you have got to take the first step. So I welcome you to do so. Start with your affirmations. Write them down. Put them on your refrigerator. The 3-6-9 method, I mentioned it before. I haven't started it yet, but I love it. Read it 3 times in the morning, 6 times at midday, 9 times at night, and watch your life change. They say in less than 30 days. I can believe it. Oh, I can believe it. Reaffirming even before you go to sleep shifts everything. Shifts everything. And then celebrate all your small wins. You're going to celebrate the big ones anyway. Celebrate the small ones. Not with food. I know that's the easiest, but just acknowledge it. Share it with somebody and tell them what it meant to you. Be vulnerable. And then last but not least, surround yourself with positivity. You can do all of these things. I'm Marquise Martin Hayes. I'm just trying to provide some clarity so you can enjoy your journey on this planet. Join my free VIP group to get access to more free content like this, but we're actually interacting, and I have a weekly call where I'm just pouring into the group and exchanging and building value. In the meantime, subscribe, please, like, comment below, and share it with somebody you love. Peace.